viewers, how are you? I hope you are well. I am Aslam Ahmed, lecturer of English, Shadambu School and College, Putia Rajshahi, Bangladesh. Today we will discuss about the right form of the verb or the subject-verb agreement. So, what is the importance of the subject-verb agreement? It is very much important for us to develop our skill to express our feelings in the English sentences. For example, I am saying that you is a good boy. Is it a correct sentence? No, it is not correct. Why? Because there is the agreement. After the you need the verb are, but I am putting down the sentence is. For example, we can see it. It is not the correct sentence. Why? Because here is the problem. So this is the problem. What is the problem? The right verb or the right form of the verb of this sentence, and this is the agreement of the verbs and subject. So subject is second person. So we need what? We need are. So here we have to write down are. But why? Why we are using here the verb are? Because we have the agreement with this subject. So this one is the subject and this one the verb. So this is the agreement of the sentence. For example, we can find out that he go to school. This is the sentence, but online class or everywhere we can find out this. So this is the condition. Condition is that the subject is third person singular number. So the verb is the present form of the verb, or we can say that this is the base form of the verb, or this is the main form of the verb. But the sentence is not correct. This is the incorrect sentence. But why? Because the subject is third person singular number. For this reason, in the present indefinite tense, generally we are adding s, sometimes es, or sometimes ies with the verbs, because here we can find out that this is not the correct sentence. But why? Because the subject is third person singular number. So we know that number, this is the plural number. Okay, and finally we can say that this is the plural number. For this reason we can use the verb go. But if there is a he, this is not the plural number, this is the singular number. For this reason we have to use the agreement with this verb. That is, we have to use the verb for also the singular form. For this reason we have to add es. Next one, if goes to school. So here this sentence is also incorrect. But why? We have to follow, this is the structure, that this one is the third person, but this is the plural form. For this reason we have to use the plural form of the verb. How? For example, go is the present form. The weather is so hot, so I am also become so hot. Don't mind, just we have to follow our study. Okay, so here we have to use go. This is the subject verb agreement. So we are using these types of form. I hope that you can understand. Tense is the time of telling us about the verb. Okay, so tense tells us about the time of the sentence or the speaker's opinions. For example, I am the speaker in this moment, I am saying. So I am saying this is the present form, because in the present time I am saying. But if I say about the past events, for example, in this moment I am not saying the present form. Okay, so our Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he died. So we can say that Kazi Nazrul Islam, Rabindranath Tagore, these are the famous person and they died. So how their condition was. So this is the form of the past event. For this reason, the tense is telling us about the form or the situation or the events about the time. So the tense is also tells about the time. But we know that there are three forms of the tense. So present tense, past tense and future tense, and every tense also has four categories or classifications. For example, the present indefinite tense, next one present perfect, and next one the present continuous, and another form is that present perfect continuous. But online classes we are saying we have seen different types of activities of the tenses. Okay, so here we have follow these types of rules. So subject verb agreement, there is the different agreements and different types, and these are the most important for us to developing our skills. For this reason, we have to follow, we have to maintain these types of agreements about the tense. So if we follow this tense, if we understand these types of agreements of structure, or we can practice these types of sentences everywhere or in different situation, different tenses, we can follow the rules of the agreement of the subject verb. So this is the present form we are using. But if we have present perfect form, how? The government has introduced primary education. Okay, so the government has introduced primary compulsory education. So in this sentence, what happened? This is the form of the verb. Okay, here the government is the third person singular number. Why? Because this is the name of the state. For this reason, this is third person singular number. Okay, for example, the river of Padma, or the river of Jamuna, or the river of Shurma, or we can say that is the Sundarban, the sun. Okay, these are the words are the name of only singular things. For this reason, we have seen that these are the form of the particular, the third person singular number. So this is the subject, and subject is the subject indicates the third person singular number. For this reason, we have to use the form of the tense. So if we say in the present form, that is has using here, so it is not the indefinite, it is not the continuous, it is not the perfect continuous, but it is only perfect. For example, it is not the past event, it is not the future event, this is the present event. For example, I have done something, I have completed my writing, I have completed my study. So these are the perfect form. Okay, but I am doing, for example, I am drawing, I didn't finish it, my work is continuing, my work is doing. So in this event, we can say that this is the continuous form. Okay, so dear students, I hope that you can understand it. So this is the subject, is the subject third person singular number. It is the form or generally the structure about the perfection. For this reason, the perfection shows us, that tells us about the situation which is continuous, which has perfect. It is not continuous, it is not indefinite. Okay. For example, indefinite. Actually, what is the indefinite? Indefinite is completely unknown. For example, I eat, but when I eat, when do I eat? It is not clear. So for this reason, we can say that indefinite is completely indefinite. It is not certain. The person is here. This is the field. Okay. This is the corner. So see, this is the certain place. Confine, definite, but it is not definite. For example, I have completed. I have completed. So it is not uncertain. Okay. So I hope that you can understand my speech, and this is the subject. For this reason, this is the subject, third person singular number. Okay, third person singular. We know you know that what is singular. Singular is that, for example, this is one marker, but this is two parts, one part head, another is bottom part. So we can say that there are two parts. Okay, so this is the plural form. For example, 4 fingers, 1 2 3 4, it is not the singular, but one finger, this is singular. One hand, this is singular, but two hand, this is plural form. Okay, this is board, one, that is singular, but if I have more boards, this is plural form. So those are plurals and this is singular. I hope that you understand. Next, so this one, the government, it is the particular one thing. For this reason, this is the subject, third person singular number. So what is third person? We know that first person, for example, I, me, my, these are the these words are indicating about me. For example, you. Okay, and these are the first person singular number, but this one the first person plural number. For example, we, us, our, these are the plural form. Okay, these are the singular and these are the plural form. But in the second person, what happened? You. If I am indicating, that is, you are the only one person, so we can say this is the singular. But if I am indicating that you, that is you, all of you, or you are not a singular. I have many students, so I am indicating that 1 2 3 4 5 7 etc., that is more than one. So this one is the plural form. Okay, next one, your. For example, I am saying that this is your pen, your marker, your mobile phone, your fan, your house. So I am indicating that is only one person. So this is the singular, but I am indicating that you are, like the plural form. How? For example, all the students, that is a class of students. Okay, so many students are there, more than one. For this reason, we can say that this your, it is this pronoun indicating the plural form. Next one, third person. He is singular, we know that, and plural form they. He, that is particular one person, and if this person is more than one, for example 5 6 7, that is more than one, you know, understand, that is they, indicating us the plural form. Next one, government is third person singular number, and this one the perfect form, that is perfect tense, present perfect tense. For this reason, we are using has, and we have to use the form of the verb third person, that is past participle form. So in the present indefinite tense, we are using the present form. So we have to also know about the what are the form of the verb. From we are also saying this another name is base form. Another one is that the main form. All are the same name. For example, you have the many names. For example, you are the daughter, you are the sister, you are the mother, you are the patient, you are the passenger, so you are the customer. There are many numbers of you. That is a lot of names do you have, or your designation. So present, base, main, same thing, but the similar name. Next one, for example, Buy. Next one, bought. This is the past form. Next one, bought. This is the past participle form. You know that form and form, the similar to pronouns, utterance, accent, but the spelling is different and the meaning must be different. Next one. So buy, bought, bought. Next one is write, wrote, written. Okay, so write, wrote, written, this is the present form, past participle form. Okay, if we go for the non-finite forms, that is non-finite verb, in that case we have seen many form of the verb, but in this case we just discuss about the present form, past form and past participle form. Here the past participle form of the verb, because this is the present perfect tense, so for this reason we maybe understand it. News about the accident has, here we have seen this sentence, news, this one is subject and this part is prepositional phrase. What is prepositional phrase? We know that there is a preposition, this one is the preposition. Next one is that noun phrase. We know that what is phrase? Phrase is the group of words and it works as a single word. So phrase is a group of words and it works as a single word. Okay, so the accident, this is the head word and this is the article. Okay, and article is indicating the adjective, we know also. Next one, this is the preposition. So this preposition takes this noun phrase. For this reason it is called prepositional phrase. And this is not the subject actually, but this is the part of the subject. Main part is news. For this reason this one is the subject, okay, and this one is the third person singular number. So this subject third person singular number indicating us how the verb will be. So the form of the verb is has. Although we have seen is, this is not the plural form, this is the singular form. For this reason we can say that has is taken singular form. But we know that have is the plural form. So if we write down here have, it is not correct. We have to write down has. I hope that you understand it. Is or are difficult. In this sentence, which verb will be the right form? Is or are? Because there is the is, so most probably you think that this may be the plural form. No, it's the correct form is singular. So here this is the third person singular. For this reason we can say that we have to take it is, okay, and this is not taken, it is incorrect. We have to write down physics is difficult. Gulliver's Travels or was or were written by Jonathan Swift. So first sentence, Gulliver's Travel. you know that this is the apostrophic s, the meaning is of. Okay, next one, travels. So it's generally the journey of a Gulliver. We know that the story of the Jonathan Swift, and this is the criticism of the human being. So sometimes we feel the proud. So I am the person, I feel the proud, I should not talk to the lower class people, but it is not the true. Sometimes the poor can be the rich person, and the rich person will be or transmit to be the poor person. So this is the one kind of satiristic speech. Okay, next one. So Gulliver's Travels, here the travels is the plural form, this one is the plural form, but this is the name of a book. For this reason we can say that this is the subject third person singular number. So if a particular name, for example, the another book is Great Expectations, another one is that, okay, at first write down, or were written so great expectations, that is your ambition, expectation your ambition, and great, you know that this is lot number of, or measurement is very big size. So this one is the plural form, and this one is the adjective form. Okay, and this one is the noun phrase, and this one is called subject. And next one is what? This subject is singular or plural? I hope that you think this one the obviously plural form, because there is the s form. For this reason we should write down where? No, never. Here you have to write down was. But why? Because this one the name of a book, name of a book. So a book. For this reason this word or this phrase used against a particular a book. For this reason we can say that this one is called the subject third person singular number. So here we can write down was. Here same thing, the Gulliver Travels is also the name of a particular book. For this reason we can use this word against this part. So finally you can see that a book. For this reason what happened? For this reason we can use this verb used must be the singular form. Here we have to write down is or was. If this is the present tense, or in the present form we are saying or expressing or telling, we can use is, or it is not correct. Although we have seen is, this is the plural form, but this is the name of a book, name of a masterpiece of literature. For this reason we can use this is. Here if it is the past form, because Jonathan Swift, he has died, this is the writer. For this reason this is one kind of name of the literature. For this reason this is the singular form. For this reason we can write down here was, where it is not correct. I hope that you can understand this subject verb agreement.